surf fishing equipment. This would have to be one of my favorite styles of fishing, and to get the most out of it you need the right surf fishing equipment and a little local knowledge if you don't want to go home empty-handed. Whether you gain access to your local beach on foot, by four-wheel drive or some other vehicle, making sure you have all the right gear ready to go when you get there is always a good idea. Trying to put together your 2 or 3-piece rod, attempting to spill line onto your reel, or attaching a new rig, can all become a little more difficult on the beach. When you add a bit of sea breeze and sand into the mix, getting most of these jobs done before hitting the beach can certainly save you some grief. Apart from wind and sand when you're trying to set up your gear, fishing the beach adds a few other dimensions to your normal fishing conditions. Waves, tides, gutters, sandbanks and rips. Each of these can be a help or a hindrance to having good quality gear allows you to handle and utilize some or all of these conditions to maximize your chance of success. The right rod, a purpose-built surf rod, a medium to heavy spin or casting rod, can all be used effectively, provided they are at least 7 feet long and have a fast action. This will allow you to cast medium to heavy baits or lures into gutters, onto sandbanks, or out past the break to the whitewash where fish are feeding. Whichever rod you use, it needs to be strong but lightweight, well balanced with the reel you use, and comfortable to hold. Having a rod that is too short, or with an action that limits your ability to cast long distances, will restrict how far from the shore you can fish, limiting your chances of getting to where the fish are. Having the best surf rod you can afford will make sure you have a better chance of success. The right reel. Matching the type of reel you have to the rod you are using is usually best practice. If you are using a spin rod, matching it with a spin reel that holds enough line to handle the distances you are casting is the ideal match. A purpose-built surf rod can usually be matched with a spin reel or other cast-type reel, such as an Alvi. The benefit of a side-cast reel over a spinning reel is it has a lot less internal moving parts, minimizing where sand and salt can get into, making it a lot easier to maintain and keep in good working order. Line and tackle. The line and terminal tackle you use is usually a personal preference. Some anglers like braid as a main line, where I prefer a good quality monofilament as I feel there is less chance of it being affected by sand rubbing on it, and because it floats and tends to drift with the waves, rather than work against. Seems better in rough surf conditions to feel bites. Your terminal tackle varies depending on what you are targeting and will usually include a heavy sinker for aiding in long smooth casts out through the breakers. Small surf poppers have become popular to use in addition to baits on the same rig, because sometimes the bait will be removed easily when a fish strikes, but because of the popper it may encourage the fish to strike again, giving you another chance. Best surf fishing equipment. The best equipment to use is really whatever you can afford or can borrow. But ideally having the right gear makes surf fishing a lot more enjoyable and gives you the chance to be much more successful. Good quality line, terminal tackle, a reliable reel, and the best surf rods don't have to be all that expensive. Get a rod the right length, try to match it with a good reel, and experiment with your tackle, and just get out and enjoy all that beach fishing has to offer. Learn more at www.madfishingsite.com.